Sennheiser HDB 630 or Momentum 4 wireless. Both look practically the same and offer very similar specs, but there's some key differences to note. In this video, I'm going to compare these headphones head to head and help you decide which one is right for you. From a design standpoint, these two headphones are remarkably similar. In fact, the main outward difference that should tip you off which one is which is the faux leather on the headband and ear pads. Beyond that, the chassis, the yokes, the touch controls, the ports, and the buttons are all largely identical. Though the HDB 630 weighs in at 311 grams and the Momentum 4 wireless comes in at around 295, the difference in mass is unlikely to be all that uncomfortable to most. Additionally, because the padding is so much thicker on the HDB 630 than it is on the Momentum 4 wireless, the only people who are going to notice much of a difference in comfort are those wearing glasses. Both headphones come with a sturdy travel case. Both headphones have removable and replaceable ear pads. As far as design goes, there's not much that differentiates these headphones to a meaningful degree. Continuing the similarities between these two models are the connection options. Both headphones support analog wired listening via the 2.5 to 3.5 millimeter TRS cable included in the packaging, along with digital audio over USB-C. Really, the biggest difference between these headphones is the inclusion of the BTD 700 Bluetooth dongle with the HDB 630. This allows you to make just about any device with a USB-C port able to transmit your music over aptX Adaptive, where you might otherwise be SOL on, say, an iPhone. Natively, both headphones support the same codecs, including SBC, AAC, aptX Adaptive, and for those that still use it, aptX HD. The HDB 630 wins this one. But it's not a decisive victory, or one that couldn't be negated with the purchase of a $60 accessory. Since both headphones use the exact same app, you probably won't be shocked to learn that both headphones have virtually identical advanced features through this piece of software as well. Both headphones can make use of the Sound Zones feature to allow you to automate some behavior of the cans depending on where you are on the planet. The app can help you find your lost headphones, give you a hearing test, and you can also get some pretty granular control over things like ANC or transparency mode. But where the HDB 630 scores a win is the inclusion of a parametric equalizer instead of just a graphic EQ like the Momentum 4 wireless has. If you've never heard of this feature, don't worry. You might not even use it. But for the hardcore nerds out there that want to exert very precise control over their sound, a parametric EQ allows you to make the specific corrections where you need them and make exactly the right kind of corrections at the same time. Granted, going from the sliders to a parametric EQ can feel a little like going from a bike with training wheels to driving a Lamborghini. The benefits are undeniable. Battery life is a push, though the Momentum 4 wireless technically wins here by outlasting the HDB 630 for a couple of hours when you consider that both offer 50 hours of playback with the ANC on. A difference of 2 hours and change here is not that big. You can't go wrong with either if you care about battery life, which is good because neither one of these headphones has an easily accessible battery to swap it out should something go awry. Microphone quality isn't something that I can hash out completely with you, but what I can do is point you to the website where we have samples collected through controlled conditions. There you can see poll results and decide which samples suit your needs better. Neither one of these headsets is a poor product, but I'd rather you listen for yourself so you don't take my word for it. Make sure to check out our articles on the site for our standardized samples. ANC is a tough one because while the ANC effect of both of these headphones is largely identical, the thicker padding of the HDB 630 makes it easier to get a good seal on your head, and because of this, more people will get better isolation from outside noise. This in turn means that the HDB 630 attenuates more outside noise on average, and the only people who won't notice much of a difference are those that wear glasses. It's a little tough because both of these headphones also don't do so well with noise between 300 Hz and 1.5 kHz, allowing fairly annoying sounds through at times. While the ANC of both aren't bad, it's just not a good competitor for the likes of the more mainstream headphones like the Sony WH-1000 XM6, Apple AirPods Max, or Bose Quiet Comfort Ultra. Now, this might be a little controversial, but I'm not going to declare a winner here on sound quality. Though every audiophile and their grandmas out there are losing their marbles over the HDB 630, the Momentum 4 wireless is pretty damn good too. It also has something to offer those who like a little bit more bass and treble. The HDB 630 offers a very restrained sound. And by that I mean there aren't very many big deviations or odd choices made about the tuning. Bass is at a reasonable level, and the highs don't play jump rope with our preference curve. Though the highs are a little on the quiet side, this will actually sound quite normal when you put it on your head, despite how it looks on a chart. On the other hand, the Sennheiser MOMENTUM 4 wireless has a bit more of a consumer-friendly sound that has a little bit more bass emphasis and a nudge up in the highs. However, neither of these frequency responses are so extreme as to cause listeners any discomfort or consternation. Two different tunings, but both good. Where the HDB 630 stakes a clear advantage is the fact that it's a lot easier to get the kind of sound that you want through the parametric EQ and equalizer presets. It does this by having a less extreme response that's simple to make broad changes to achieve your desired sound, whereas something that needs a lot more fine-tuning to fix a wonky response would require a very heavy hand. The best way I can sum this one up is that the HDB 630 is going to offer a lot more to audiophiles and tinkerers, while the MOMENTUM 4 wireless will appeal more to those who don't ever want to touch an equalizer. There's no clear winner here, but each set of headphones will appeal to different kinds of people. Deciding between these headphones is going to be very difficult this year because of the sales and stock clearing for now ancient MOMENTUM 4 wireless headphones. Though tariffs and adjustments have seen the MSRP of the older headphones balloon to just $50 less than the HDB 630, I challenge anyone to find these cans online at full price. I've seen the MOMENTUM 4 wireless regularly on sale for a deep discount, enough that you could buy the MOMENTUM 4 wireless, the BTD 700 at full price, and maybe even sneak in some aftermarket pads and still spend less than a brand new set of the HDB 630. But those headphones are old, years old. And with that comes a certain amount of risk. For example, you don't know how old those batteries inside are, or how long you'll get firmware updates once the headphones get discontinued. In that light, the HDB 630 are probably the safer buy for someone more worried about longevity. More contemporary hardware, newer build materials, and a more current place in Sennheiser's lineup mean that the issues I mentioned previously won't be a headache until many years later. The main downside here is simply that you aren't going to avoid paying the full $499.95 for the HDB 630 for quite some time. While neither of these headphones is a bad buy, the MOMENTUM 4 wireless is going to be much cheaper than the HDB 630 for however long it remains on shelves. But which one you should pick will come down to your needs and willingness to spend a buttload of money on ANC headphones. But if you are wondering what the hell all the hype is for the Sennheiser HDB 630, why don't you click on over here and I'll get into it more in detail with you. Go ahead.